What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I'm Pete. I am a top 10 player playing Risk Global Domination on PC. I specialize in free-for-all multiplayer and progressive cards, and I have a daily release schedule on YouTube. We do a podcast on Wednesdays, we do a fixed game on Fridays, and every other day is whatever I feel like. And it is the release of the Sci Fi Map Pack, so this is Sci Fi Map Pack week. And today we're playing Spaceport Sigma, which is a crazy huge territory. It's 96 territories on this map. And I'm setting up a game with 1 AI and 4 human opponents. I'm in the last position. Could not be happier about all of this. So, in the first position, we have Flying the Flag of Canada, a player with what looks like traditional Chinese characters. 17 hours played with 7 wins and 48 losses. And they go here. It's into red. Okay. Cool. Do they keep going? No. The red player, Rakenna 5C, they do keep going. They hit me too. Alright, they're taking a piece of this board. Interesting. So they'll have half of this continent, which is Terminal A and worth +6. In the second position, Rakenna 516, 35 hours played, 6 wins and 41 losses. Let's see where they go. I'm last act, so I get to put myself not in anyone's way, if at all possible. Downside is I'm already down to 14 territories. Does this man roll 3 on 2s? No. That's good to know. Haven't yet settled on a place where I want to go, but I don't have to make that decision yet. Black's hurting even more than me. And they're next up. Black player, Adele Muscaris 1. Also flying the flag of Germany. 11 hours played with 1 win and 10 losses. We have 2 German opponents back to back. Just going to work out of this corner. Got it. In the 4th position, we have an expert AI. In the 5th position, we have Aaron Soda, also from Germany. Okay, 35 hours with 23 wins and 67 losses. This opponent looks, and a 5-1 win to loss, play with friends. So this opponent might be better. The blue player is who we're going to have to watch out for. Alright, orange looks like they're going to take this continent up here and keep punching. I have 13 territories, so I'm going to get 4 for my natural bonus. I'm going to get 3 extra, so I should be getting 7 as well. Unless this guy hits me twice. Which it looks like he could. Okay, hits red instead. Okay, so nobody's here at all. This is where I'll want to work out of. This side of the board. I want this continent? Not really, because then I'm going to be next to red and then we're going to be enemies. I think I actually do want the edge. And we can see if it stays mostly unoccupied for a while longer. Picked my corner. Let's see how it goes. As we move into the second turn, let's take a look at the boards. This board is huge. I think it was 96 territories, I said. This is how the continents break down. You have these 3 central launch pads that are spokes of a wheel, and then the center point, each worth +4. You can hold these launch pads. You can hold these outer platforms from the center of these launch pads from single positions. And you can hold them exterior to that from two positions, either interior to the launch pad or on the platforms themselves. You have these three worth +6, this one over here +6, Kepler's deck +6, high bay warehouses +8, and nubium stations +4. So you have 4 continents worth 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continents worth 6, and the high bay warehouse, which is worth 8. And the green player has taken this continent and isn't guarding it at all. I would predict somebody would break that. If he is allowed to get the +6, he could spiral out of control. I would predict / hope that somebody would break that. Red player puts their 5 stack in a territory that is trapped inside of themselves. So they have to roll 4 on 2. I want to break that, but I don't want to be the one to do it. My usual heuristics in progressive is you don't break your opponent's continents, because then they just gun for you. Red decides not to take a card. They reposition their army. That was a big mistake. Alright, black's going to expand out of here and finish this continent probably next turn. I would guess they don't have quite the juice to do it yet. Another thing I'm noticing, my opponents are moving nice and slow, so when we get to the late game, I can most likely outclock them. I just have to make sure that none of them get too strong and spiral out of control in the earlier mid-game. Doesn't have enough to roll on my 2, at least not at 100%. If he stops there, I get to hold these 2. Green's chirping him with a well played. And then black decides to retreat their army. This one is guarded from 3 positions. That's right. Okay, orange bot's going to take a continent. That's going to be a problem for red. That's why I went here, to try and be as far away from everybody as possible. I have an easy break on green. Do I take it? Maybe blue does it for me. It goes like that. So far, I really like my choice of this side of the board, though, because it really doesn't seem like anybody's there at all. Does blue push into green? Blue tries to take this. A budding green. Oh, green says stop it. He doesn't like it. You guys fight then. You guys fight then. Yes. And he says, good luck. So there we go. Now we got a war between my 2 opponents that I'm not involved in. I can just expand out of here at a leisurely pace. I'll do it like that. Nobody's put any resources into this corner yet. I've been able to take it at the lowest possible cost. Green player still has 19 territories. They put in 6 troops. Another thing to keep in mind when you're playing bigger maps is you can get a lot of benefit just from holding a lot of territory. The rule for territory reinforcement is count the number of territories you have, divide by 3, and then round down. So if I manage to stay holding 21, I will be able to put in +7 next turn without even holding a continent. And green is really trying to guard at this point. Red sandwiched in between 2 opponents that have continents. One of them's a bot. Blue sandwiched in between green and black. And I'm laughing over here in the corner. I'm really happy with my spot. Does red break the bot? Successfully, they roll 3-on-1. Do they break the green player? I think they do. No, they're trying to guard. Okay. Red is guarding. They take a continent next to the green player. Green player throws up a thanks. Feeling okay about this game. Let's see. Fine. Yeah, that looks okay. That does not look okay. There we go. Black is thinking Black really needed to pay more attention to taking this continent earlier. So I have a slight problem with green being there. I think I'm still going to take the continent. My issue is mostly that if green will be allowed to hold this continent, which is likely, he might not ham over at blue, and he might come at me instead, which is, I would say, fairly low likelihood, but still possible, which I'd like to avoid if I could, right? Holding 20 territory, so I'm going to be putting in 6 troops at the beginning of my turn, unless blue knocks off. I guess blue will knock off that. Oh, and red gets broken, yeah. Red's stuck. Red is in a shitty position. Taking these platforms, I think, is a bit of a trap. You want the edges first. This map does still have a couple of corners, right? These outside edges. This is probably the best spot. The early +4 at an end. Break screen again. Yeah. Alright. Now I have less to worry about green putting resources there. Green's pissed. Well, what are you going to do about it, green? So I'm going to put a single here, I'm going to put a single there to double guard my continent against this way, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and leave my army here. Actually, I don't have quite enough troops. I want to make sure I get them, so I'll just do that. Yep. Guard against, if green wants to come at me, they either have to go through 3 or a 5 stack. Looks like I'll hold that +6 for next turn, and now we're talking. So normally I don't really concern myself terribly with continents and progressive. These continents are big and valuable, so you get a lot just from holding them without actually holding the whole bonus. I'm surprised green's putting anything here. Maybe they're giving up and they're going to try and take this continent instead. Yeah, well, I'm going to have to put a stop to that. It's too bad, because I don't usually like going ham on an opponent too early, but I can't have the green player occupying this continent. I want that war to continue. Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have expected red to put troops there. Does red just break green? Oh, lovely. Okay. Now I don't have to break that. And I get to show no aggression to green. And red's fucked, because the bot's just going to come out of their corner. This is all good for me. Green would be pissed if I was green, trying to build something and having it fail again and again. Alright, black puts in, finally finishes this end, I betcha. So now blue is sandwiched between green and black. Red is sandwiched between green and orange. And I'm in the end. And black's in a good spot, but he won't even finish it this turn because he didn't do his troops properly. Also, another thing I usually do is I usually try and maintain exterior positions, but I don't think in this case it matters. I think if I spend all my energy just making sure I keep my bonus... Oh no, orange putting it next to me instead. That will allow red to take that corner if red is good. Yeah, and orange trading in to do so. Now I have a bot on my border. What is blue going to do in this scenario? Because even if they take green out, then they still have black up their ass. Poor, poor green. I should not hit green. Should I? The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do that 1 point guard in the center of this launch pad, which guards my continent from a single position with a 15 stack. Green putting in +5, but they're in trouble now. Green has bought it out. They quit. They said, everyone's coming at me, I quit. Okay, so we have 2 bots and 3 human opponents remaining. The red player should be taking this, because there's nowhere for that bot to go but into you, right? They match in. Here we go. Yeah, they're going to take that, or take most of it, which would leave me next to the orange bot here, and then I can get the orange bot's cards in a turn or two. That could work for me. But they're not taking it, they're just trying to guard. Looks like Raquetta 516 needs to play with more bots. Black player finishes this continent finally on the 5th turn. Do they break blue? They don't. They give blue a chance to take their corner. Okay, orange bots puts in, finishes his continent again. Yeah, what you need to do in red's position here is you need to actually remove the bot completely from behind your lines. This is a continent-taking bot. So the next continent they're going to go for is this one, because they have most of it, unless they get broken again, in which case they default to going back there. So if you're going to break it, you want to take it. So one thing I think I'm going to do on my turn here is I'm going to take green out of most of this, because I don't want green's 5 cards spawning next to me. Looks like blue has the same idea. And the green player is right after me in terms of the turn sequence. I'm not going to actually take that continent. Yeah, I think I do, actually. Let's see who breaks me. That'll be a good tell. And maybe it's just the bot. So I take it. Now I wait and see who wants to aggress. I'm holding 5 cards, and I'm last to match. Green player matches in on the other side. Going into blue. Blue is still sandwiched, while I'm holding more and more of this board. Okay, black has 1 exclave remaining up there, and then they'll be locked in a single position. Red has 2 exclaves remaining, and then they'll be locked in a single position. Orange has 2 positions. These don't actually connect, right? They connect through here. Blue still has exclaves up in here, but the bot will probably remove them next turn. Oh, fuck! Okay. Red spends their entire turn's worth of reinforcement breaking that continent, which will leave them weak to the bot. And that's also a big tell for me about what red is thinking. You're thinking about trying to kill Pete. I don't like it. Alright, black player matches in. I think this is going to be real bad news for blue, but then blue matches in and reciprocates. So let's see a war right now. Time for war. Del Muscaris won. Fight, fight, fight. This guy's taking a long time. Alright, so the black player decided to cut into orange and threw red. That makes very little sense to me. I wonder what they were thinking. So red is pretty crippled by that. Blue matches in, gets the 12. Are they lined up to kill green? Green's holding 3 cards. How do they get up there, though? Because if they're not lined up to kill green, I sure am. Oh, yeah. This is amazing. Alright, I just kill green, I get the gift. I get the gift of the first kill. Cool. Yay, yay, yay. Can I also kill red? Thank you, blue. That was a terrible move. Finish him. Might as well, right? Finish him. Finish him. Get him. Okay. How do I allow myself to kill red, too? Like this. I think I put a bit more here. Put almost all of it there. So I'm going to kill red and green, I think, this turn. So I take green's cards, match in, get the 20. Red's cards match in. Get the 25. And 2 human opponents are here in this corner holding bonuses. Oh, I don't match in again. Fair enough. Let's pull this guard all the way back. No, that doesn't connect. All the way back to the middle. Just to hold my end of the map. Let's see what my opponents do about that. Just killed 2 players, and I'm holding 5 cards. The bot is down to 2 positions, 3 cards, and 26 territories, or 26 troops. If the bot matches in on 3, that's good for me. If they don't, I think I eat them for their cards. I wanted to let both of my human opponents hold continents because I don't want to piss them off until it's too late. But it doesn't look like black is actually playing. So if black is next to bot out, no, they are playing. Alright, they're going to come at me. Boom, boom, boom. Match in, get the 25. Yeah. But they now have less than half their turn. A third of their turn left to hurt me. Cool. Good job, black. Way to waste half your clock. You can break one of my 2 continents. Cool. Good for black. Too slow. Way too slow. Okay, orange matches in. Let's see if blue matches in. So I can let orange expand out of this edge of the map. Makes the rest of the map smaller, and I can hunt my 2 human opponents in the space between. Black also came at me hard, so I would want to stop him, but let's see what blue does, if blue also comes at me hard or not. They put an 18 stack guard that can't move, and they break my continent here. I don't know if that counts as hard. It counts as something. Alright, blue player, 48 territories holding 4 cards. Don't have quite the match point to deal with that. Sure, and he's all in on that position. I eliminate black's stronghold completely. I push into blue, destroy their bonus. Where do I put my stack? So blue's going to match in. Hey, I got a match on 3. Blue's going to match in and potentially give me a hard time. But black is just way too damn slow to do anything. So I can potentially eat black on my next turn because I got a lucky match. They are in 3 positions. Blue won't be able to get to them. Blue has to go in too many directions. Even if they match, I don't think they have the speed. Black's going to take my corner from me. Just as I took their corner from them. I've incentivized blue to go this way. Let's see if they take that direction. That's actually good, because then I've still flanked both of my opponents. Okay, so black is holding 40 troops in 21 territories. I have a match. I can probably eat them easily next turn. Get those 2 cards. Not the best, but I'll take 2 cards in this context, happily. Unless blue manages to fuck me out of getting either of those positions, and I completely ignore the bot. I let the bot expand. Let's see what blue does now. Blue matches in, I assume. They don't. Blue will be holding 5 cards. Okay, blue's the fish. How do I kill blue? Easily. What's the match point? Yeah, 40? Not so easily. But good enough. Connect yourself. Give me 1 less position to worry about. Open my army. I want those 5 cards. I hope I don't fuck this up. Oh, I did, didn't I? I fucked it up. I didn't leave myself the option to take. I'll try it still. So close. Okay, so I've given 5 cards of blue to black. That is really, really bad. Okay, I fucked up the kill. Let's see if black can get me. Fuck. Let's see if black can get me. Alright, black has 5 cards. Matches in. It's a 1v1 with a bot. Me versus black. 45 troops coming in. I think I can outclock this guy. I hope I can. That was so bad. That was so bad missing that position. Let's see, and black just goes on a fucking rampage, and why wouldn't he? This is his rampage, though. It's very slow. Okay, just breaks all my continents. I'm still holding 56, 55 territories, right? That's a lot of troops coming in just from your natural reinforcement. I can't believe I fucked that up so bad. Where do they put their stack? Do they leave it there? Excellent. Okay, bot's going to expand. Don't have to worry about that. I'm going to take out this position. I'm going to run into black. So you guys know, if a player started the game as a bot, then there are no rank points associated with that player. So as long as I win this 1v1 by killing black before he kills me, the bot doesn't count. At least not for rank. Okay. 50 more troops. Puts it all in a single stack? Good. This is wrong. So he's gonna... I'm just gonna outclock him, right? He has way more troops than me. Not even way more. He has more troops than me. But he can't move fast enough to kill me. He's gonna leave me with this bonus, too. GG, Del Muscaris won. Puts in the 55. I'm going to take this continent. I'm also not going to open this guy's stack. So that blocks him. Yeah, he can't get to me to punch back. Good. Who's got the match on 3? I don't. Does black? He can only go this way, right? Sitting there with an 80 stack. I'll finish this continent. But I have a lot more territory. And now it becomes, does he leave his army locked, or can he even counterattack? It's not even just a speed problem. It's, yeah, that position isn't open. Right? He can't get past himself. I guess he could with a match. Black loses a position there. I'm going to remove... Now, see, now I don't even have to punch him, right? I can punch orange. Yeah, I think I will. So I take orange completely out of this corner. Let's throw a couple more troops towards. That doesn't open. Alright, black player probably has a match on 4. Let's see him use it. I do as well. He can't hit me from there. He takes the spokes of the wheel and probably guards in the center. Punches 30 of the bot's troops for me. Doesn't match in holding 5 cards. I think I can kill him or come close to killing him right now. And that's the game. I like this map a lot. It's an interesting one. These 3 choke points are essential. Alright, watch me kill this guy. Ooh, I left him with a 5 stack. I keep fucking up. That is the big thing to remember about this board. Good luck. You really have to make sure when you spoke out of these wheels that you get all the directions, right? I fucked that up twice now in the same spot, leaving them with 1 territory. This is good. This is a good learning experience for this map. Alright, putting in 65 troops. Do they go into my 26? Does he let me hold the rest of this board still? I think he does. Well, there you go, buddy. Now generate you. I already have more troops. That's the game. Cool. Feels good. That's it. Traps himself? Yeah. Cool. And then I just have to clean up a bot. This time I'm not going to fuck up the kill. Little glitch on the sound there. Alright, let's clean this bot up. Yeah, you run into these middles. They're like a brick wall. So you got to make sure that you don't have them if you're trying to run across the board. It's an interesting wrinkle on a large board having 3 single chokes. Orange is now in 2 positions, and I'm attached to both. So what's the split? What's there? Something like 50? How about 69? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some of it entertaining or informative. This will be another one of my sort of series on the new sci-fi maps. I'm loving this this map pack so far. We'll do the other 2 this week. At least that's the plan. So, what can I tell you? We're defeating a novice, an intermediate, an expert, and a beginner. Hey, almost a complete set. Hope you guys enjoyed. I have a daily release schedule on YouTube. If you're interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and come along this ride with me. Also, just to boost attention to the free-for-all tournament. Main Discord is having sign-ups for the next season's free-for-all tournament, August 6th beginning. Come down, check it out. I would love to compete with you if you're interested in figuring out where you stack up against some of the very best Risk players. Wouldn't you love to know? So, until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.